must-win scenario.
We're back. So as you heard the injury report that Katie Fleury have eventually took a right lead and she took some medicine and then well, I know she walked it off the field by her own, but again she took her own medicine. But first, before that, she took her right feet off and then she just went some medicine, and of course, and then she may well get back on the field. So that's gonna be the report as right now. So it's a good report there.
Numbers could be misleading because Virginia technically wins that draw, but it did not turn into any meaningful possession for the Cavaliers.
And that's been what Syracuse has had to do all season. With their struggles at the draw, they're last in the ACC in terms of numbers at that position, and so they've had to come up with ways to manufacture possessions, and it's been in their suffocating ride, their presence, their double teams right after losing possession.
They lost Megan Rode, who was one of their draw takers last year, transferred to Richmond, so they had to fill in. Molly Guzik taking a bulk, sharing with Jolie Caramelli as well. But understanding that they don't expect to dominate the draw control win. So like you said, they've got to figure out other ways that they can get the ball back, which has helped them all over the field.
Guzik all alone.
And it's all alone. Scores.
Guzik snuck herself free in that Virginia zone. Volpe found her. And it's an easy finish for the Sharks.
By Molly Guzik again. Her second goal today, her 39th goal this season.
The conversion rate has been great for Syracuse today. They're seeing the open spaces in the net. Volpe to Guzik. Look at the placement here. Excellent job just taking the catch. This crisp ball movement. Guzik is wide open, understands, presents her stick, but then shoots to the far side where the space is.
And as Volpe in this offense drives up the left side, Guzik's reading. All right, I don't need to work extremely hard on the inside. Sometimes it's just timing it perfectly. You can just see the defense starts to shift up because that's where the ball is likely going, and then they forget about her, and she backdoors. That is high IQ by the sophomore. In her young career, she has been so dominant on the offensive end. We talk about her shooting ability. Her IQ has just continued to grow. And of course, she's a factor at the draw as well.
6 of the 8 goals for Syracuse have all been assisted.
And that's what you want when you play against a zone. That's how you beat a zone. You have layered cuts, and you use your chemistry to your advantage.
Well, that time it was Guzik who won the initial draw, and Virginia battled to win it back. 5 minutes remaining in this third quarter, and then the fourth quarter will be do or die for Virginia. With a loss, their season is over. Gallica. Major deflection, I believe off the helmet of Guyette. Virginia on the restart. Both Gallica and Guzik have so much power off their shot. Yeah, Guyette in the helmet, but that was a close call.
I almost took off an ear. That was that could have been whistled for a dangerous shot, for sure. But
this Virginia offense has to continue to move off ball. You don't want to get caught standing and watching if you don't have the ball in your stick, because if you're cutting away from the ball, you are a threat, and the defense has to honor you. So the more you move off ball, the more likely the player behind you on your team is going to be open.
got to work the skip passes and a little bit quicker on the passing just because people are open.
Good to see.
Score by Virginia.
AB gave us the update that she was ready to return, and boy, does she look like it. And how about the Virginia?
So Katie Fleury has officially returned back on the field after she got injury already just a few moments ago.
She's a slick dodger. She has this in her toolbox. We've seen it all season. In her young career as just a freshman, she notices that the zone is pressing out. They're playing these offensive players for Virginia as passers. So the second you catch them down the zone with your ball movement, and then you attack off the ball movement. That was a beautiful split dodge right down the middle by Flaherty.
And after a very slow start offensively, Virginia has scored on 2 of their last 3 shots. Back within 4, draw control win by Gallica.
She's just able to fluidly just get that ball one-handed, control it. Madison Alaimo, number 16 for Virginia. She's the leading assister on this team. 54 points this season, 40 assists. The ball hasn't been in her stick a lot. She's the big facilitator.
The UVA down, but certainly not out. Megan Rocklin, Katie Flaherty, 2 freshmen that have shown up in a big way in this quarterfinal showdown. Fiona Allen. And now Jenna Denardo weaves in. Guyette says no.
It's a nice stop. Like the take from Gennardo, though.
Only Guyette's 3rd save. And Alaimo wins it back. How about the hustle? Madison Alaimo, that's how you do it when your season's on the line.
Excellent takeaway. She just was so patient with that check and to come up with the ground ball.
And Alaimo scores.
And oh! Scores by Virginia!
Who won the ball back. Runs full field to finish the possession. What an individual effort.
By Madison Alaimo. Alaimo. Madison Alaimo.
Precision, then comes up with the ground ball and just forces the transition downfield. Watch this finish. She's wide open and then just gets herself a little bit of an angle. Nice little pump fake. Shoots through the contact. That's a big-time scorer. Calls turnover possession to score. We're just mentioning her as the assister for this team. Gets her 15th goal this season.
Alaimo has evolved so much as a dual threat in terms of her ability to dodge and feed. She knows what is on the line today.
2 goals in a minute 34 for UVA. The Who's are right back in it. And Reggie Thorpe decides to take the timeout, his first. Still a 3-goal lead for the Orange, but Virginia punching back in a big way at the end of this 3rd quarter. Now, this was the first meeting on March 21st. It was very much a defensive battle. We've already seen more goals today than we saw in that March meeting. Back and forth, close, competitive game. Syracuse won it 6-5. That's been a theme for Syracuse this season. Being in close games, and the Cardiac Qs have found ways to win. They've made winning plays down the stretch of games. First-year head coach Reggie Thorpe has all the confidence in the world. If they get in a close competitive game late, that they'll find a way to dig it out.
And when you have so many of those close games like Syracuse has had, you feel really comfortable in big moments. You believe in each unit to get the job done, no matter how close the game is, whether you're down, you're up. This is a Syracuse team that's seen just about every scenario this season. Starting 0-3, Sheehan, like you mentioned, rattling off 12 straight wins, and then dropping that regular season finale to Boston College. They've seen it all. They have a ton of experience this year, whereas last year, a lot of contact here at the center circle.
And Virginia had won the last 7 draw controls before that call goes against the Cavaliers. So now Syracuse will have possession and woman up here.
So getting whistle for illegal use of the stick. You see the little bit of the conversation. I think they did not like that Gennardo was over top. Watch for the fight for this ball. Number 4, Gennardo, she said that she was holding her down, so she should have gotten up quicker.
Sonia LaMonica, Virginia head coach, not happy with that call. And it comes at a time where Virginia was mounting momentum for the first time in this game. Syracuse goes on the power play, leading by 3. Gusick finds Muchnick. Those two have been the star scorers today. Gusick trying to squeeze that pass into Gracie Britt, and those two couldn't connect. Caroline Trinkus runs down the ball. 15 seconds left to the power play. Muchnick. Give and go. Muchnick scores!
And score!
Muchnick. 4 goals to her name. And with a minute left of the third quarter, the Orange regain a 4-goal advantage.
By Emma, let's make again.
Her poise here. It's the cross-field pass that gets the zone out of position. She pump fakes, but she doesn't stop there. It's understanding as soon as you dish, you go cut behind your defender. That's where you get the zone in an unsettled situation. This is a high IQ play and a low-angled shot here for a right-handed dominant player. Drops her hands and goes 5-hole. Muchnick having a dominant day today. 4 goals on 4 shots. Been dissecting the zone in a really smart way, off ball, generating different types of looks.
It's pretty
On the
hard,
inside.
everyone.
Muchnick just such a leader on that World Cup team, traveling this summer to Tokyo, 2-time captain, drafted by the California Palms.
More whistles. Green card comes out this time against Syracuse. Jolie Caramelli will serve the penalty.
Wow.
We'll go on the power play here at the end of the third quarter.
So now one of our players is now in the penalty. Man.
Here, or will they elect to go because it's a 1-minute penalty? So if you start,
And we're under a minute to go
would have about 15 seconds left on the penalty.
I think they need to just try to attack.
in the third quarter.
So they've got a good opportunity. Try to take it. Draw controls 11 for Virginia, 5 for Syracuse.
So will we go into, well, after the commercial break, we will interview with somebody.
Do it on the power play. You don't want to get too conservative. I agree with you, Sheehan. But Virginia electing to hold it to start the fourth quarter with possession, trailing by 4.
Oh, that's going to do it for the third quarter. Now listen, this is it.
Minutes to rescue their season, trailing by 4. They will start with the ball on the power play.
Now, when we come back, we'll start the fourth and the last quarter. Who can win this game? And it's either going to be our Syracuse Orange or it's going to be Virginia Cavaliers. But Virginia must win. If not, their season will end. Let's find out who wins right after this.